We are live.
Here we are.
Just back to another Monday. Season 2, episode 19 already.
Ooh.
How's everybody's Monday been? We got John and Steve. Stanley is on assignment.
He is on assignment. That is true.
Got a few people popping in the chat already. How you guys doing tonight? Monday night? Well, night here, I guess. Monday afternoon where you guys are at.
Yeah, evening. 6 o'clock is evening.
Yep.
Janet, Justin, Ben, Texas Rattlesnake. What's up, folks?
Jeff Bottom. A few of them are coming in.
Yeah, we got a few folks in here.
Yep. Texas Rattlesnake. Shoot one of us a message on Facebook or Instagram or get a hold of us and we'll see about having you on as a guest.
Yep.
Say Ben, Jeff, good to see you guys. How was your weekend? You still doing the remodeling there, John?
Oh, Lord almighty. That's what I'm thinking. I need Steve come down and finish this thing off professionally for me. Yeah, we're remodeling a bathroom and it's a pain in the butt. You know, there's nothing horrible going wrong, but it's just no fun to do drywall, I've learned. I already am dreading doing tile work because I don't like doing that either. So in the future, I'm going to be like Steve and just pay someone else to do that crap instead of me. Get too old.
Oh, I still got to do some of it, John. But there's some things I don't do anymore. I don't do concrete anymore, and I don't do drywall anymore, and I try not to do much roofing anymore.
I don't blame
just the rest of it.
I don't blame you. Scarface is in here. Ava, how you doing? Weekend Warrior.
Laura Bruno.
Laura? Wow. We got a good crew bouncing in here. Mountain Bush Crafters. All right. Yeah, that was so Mother's Day, bathroom remodel, all that stuff puts the boat engine repair on hold. So the boat's still not running. So, of course, I'm not going fishing. So I'm not getting no content for my YouTube channel. I'm feeling guilty. But all that's going to change in about a week and a half because a week from now, I'll be in Florida fishing with none other than Sea Pro, Wayne. And I should get some content from that. And that's in about a week. So about another, 3 or 4 days after that before I get some stuff edited and put out there. So I'm really looking forward to that trip. First of all, just to get to Florida and do some fishing down there in the saltwater in Florida. And secondly, be fishing with Wayne. And thirdly, to get some content.
Hey, John, you got your microphone plugged in?
Thank you, sir. There you go.
Yep, it's kind of sounding fun. And not that I sound all that great, but you don't sound the same as you normally
No, you sound really good. Is that better?
That's much better.
All right.
I just got to say, NBA Roland Smith is in the chat there. I just got to say that that last video that I did, I put some of his music to it, and Roland, that B-roll was put together just for your song. When I was doing that, I'd listened to your song, and that was how I put my B-roll together. So I hope I did you proud, buddy.
That was awesome. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. I mean, that's why my comment was it was a short video for as many fish as was caught. I mean, you guys wore them out.
It went quick. We started out about 2 hours. We were trolling crankbaits, and then his batteries. He's got a new boat. Steve Richardson's got a new boat, and the batteries just went dead. And it's too nice of a day. What are we going to do? I said, you got two options. Either you try your big motor and see if you can get us down slow enough, or let's just try drift fishing. So we went with option B when option A was too fast, and it worked out for us. We were done I'd say in 3 hours. It just wasn't a whole lot of fishing to it. It just bang, bang, bang. And we were back on the trailer and headed home by noon. And we got down there, I don't know, 8 o'clock, 7:30, something like that.
Those are cool days.
Very
Yep.
nice.
So yeah, with 12 fish, and even as at my ending, when I'm do my typical ending, we're reeling in stuff, and we got two more walleye on the line, so we had actually 14. So had to throw them back, of course, because they keep 12.
That happens. Wild Game Pursuits in the house.
Hey, Brad.
Free way to go kennels.
What's up, guys? If you could hit that thumbs up for us, share it out. If you don't have John, Steve, or Stanley, their links are in the description below. Yeah, we didn't have much of a outdoors weekend. It was raining, thunderstorms for Mother's Day, so we just hung out at home.
One other thing, Grant, when we say, to hit us four, but some of you on the other in the chat, hit each other up too. Check out those channels. So they're in the chat with us.
Definitely.
If you write it down so you can go back and look, because you can't click on it anymore and go to their channel.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
Makes it hard.
Yeah, it does. Whew. So what you guys got coming up? Who's got something? Well, like we always say with Steve, he could be like, "Oh, I got nothing coming up," and then tomorrow morning I'm going fishing. So who knows? But
I don't know. I don't know how this would go over, but with planting seasons, here, would it be cool to put together a gardening video? I don't know. It's really, we do it, but it's not really what we do on our channel.
I'd say do it.
I thought about, do some cool drone footage flying through the greenhouse, and then, my mind's going about different things that I could do to make it kind of cool. But.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, all you do is try and see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You want to put something out people want to watch. You don't just want to make a video to make a video. You want to make something that's cool people can learn from.
Yep. Yep, exactly.
So other than that, new job that I'm doing, typically I'm doing residential work and light commercial, but I had a customer ask, she got this beautiful farmstead, and she needed some work done to it. So that's what I'm doing right now. Beautiful old barns, the gambrel roof barns and the red with the white trim and the old silo and stuff like that. Just kind of cool.
Nice.
So Justin Randall, he says, fish the Detroit. I know which tournament that is this Saturday. Justin, let me see if I can do that. I don't know what my social director has got planned for me, but I'll ask her and see what she has to say. But I'd love to. I really would. And Justin, I don't know if you told us in our chat what time it is or anything like that, but maybe it's something Chris and I could come down and do. It'd be fun.
Yank your crank.
Yep, strung out, yank your crank, Finley Rivers. Good to see you guys. Downriver Walleye Federation.
That's the name of the tournament. Yep. Dyslexia. I couldn't put it together. Couldn't think what it was, but I knew what he was talking about.
So is that just a tournament anybody can enter?
Well, I guess if they'll let me in, I guess they'll let anybody in, right?
If you had to be part of the club or.
I don't know. I don't know. Probably Justin's a member of the club. Maybe he's just inviting me. I don't know.
Gotcha. Yeah, we've had some cool. I think today we were 20 degrees below average.
Wow.
Like 48 this morning.
We've had frost here, oh gosh, probably the last 4 out of 5 days.
Golly.
Yeah.
You all are. We woke up this morning, it was 77 and humidity through the roof. Yeah. So we've been in the 90s the last few days, but like I said, we got storms supposed to be coming in tonight, and then possibility of rainstorms today, tomorrow, next day. So we'll see.
Yep. Oh, just I'm kind of checking out everybody over here in the chat. If I just see
But
who's in here.
Mike says it was 38 Missouri this morning.
Yeah, that's chilly. That is chilly. So who out there is doing any fishing then? Anybody getting any fishing? We know Steve is, but other than Steve, is there anybody else?
Well, on the side chat, I know Jeff Bottom is because his wife told me that he was out walleye fishing the same place that I was the other day.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I know he was out. And I don't know if Justin's been out, but I did get a message from Jeff's wife that he was fishing the same place I was. I just don't know how he did, but hopefully he did well.
I know I haven't seen any of our local folks pop in yet here in our area, but I know that the 2 power plant lakes we have here that they stock with redfish, they've been a lot of posts on people slaying the redfish, so they've been looking pretty good there.
Oh, you say Whiskey Woman, good to see you. Yeah, I haven't heard any reports locally here. Haven't talked to anybody. So
Hey,
yeah,
Grant, your night crawlers that you do that for fishing, but you also do that for composting. What was the main reason? Was it for composting? Is that what you started? That's why you did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got my garden all planted. I didn't do any videos. I've got it all.
Oh, I've been fishing very little. The temperatures have been up and down. It's been crazy. Ain't that the truth? Yeah. It's supposed to warm up again here.
Where's Mike located?
Jeff Bottom didn't do as well as you did. We trolled cranks and went south instead of north. And we did well right where we were, right straight out of Sterling State Park, Jeff. Right straight east, right out of the entrance. But you have that. Some days you do well and some days you don't. I mean, there's been a lot of times I set out, well, I'm going to make a video today and catch, 2 or 3 fish, and that's not really worth making a video. So
yeah, it can be tough sometimes. Stanley's on secret mission or something like that. Grant, right?
That's right. Stanley is. We had a meeting. Just happened to be at the same time our live stream started.
Yeah.
We'll tell him you asked about him, Josh.
Yep. Rain is finally gone on Finley River.
Killing them at night.
Justin Randall, people are killing the ice at night on the Detroit 4-man limit in a few hours. That's the thing. Some people have told me that they're going down at nighttime, and like at 10 o'clock they'll get there and they'll be done by 11, 12. And I'd love to do that. I really would. I've never night fished before. I'd love to do that, but I'm just afraid of taking my boat down there and hitting some log or something that's coming down river that I don't see. Daylight, you see stuff. Nighttime, I'm a little bit afraid to do that. But it would be fun.
Yeah, I've night fished off the bank for crappie quite a bit. In the boat, I've only done it a few times. But yeah, it's definitely a lot different at night.
Do you hang a lantern over the side of your boat or anything like that to attract the fish?
I've never done that. I've seen that some people use the white light, some people use a green light.
Yeah, we've got green lights that will drop over the side when we do that.
Burn, good to see you. Justin says the water is so clear right now, you have to go at night.
That would work out well. Most everybody gets done at this time of day. You jump in your vehicle, you drive 2 hours to go to Detroit River and you fish. And then the next day you're saying, why the hell did I do that? I'm so stinking tired now. I stayed up all night long fishing.
That's my thing. If you fish at night, it just burns the next day, at least for me, I can't fish all night and then operate the next day. I got to sleep some. Ben says they're down in the Texas coast and had some storms. They got on some gaff top. I'll tell you what, a lot of people talk bad about gaff top, but they're actually good eating fish. If you want to have a fish fry, don't be afraid to keep some gaff top and cut them up and cook them up.
Jeff Bottom says, question of the week, where is Aiden? Did I already talk about this last week when Aiden came up missing?
No, it was after the live.
It was after the live stream? Okay, well, my grandson, he got off the bus and he didn't come home. And I get a phone call from my wife that says that my daughter-in-law called and, you know, Aiden didn't come home. So immediately my mind starts thinking, you know, stories from Dateline. Long story short is he got on a friend's bicycle. Him and the friend went looking for a place to go fishing and they didn't come home. So, you know, first of all, you got to yell at the kid for not doing what he should do. And the second thing is, well, maybe he's taking after Papa and going fishing when he should be maybe going home. Yeah. So that's the answer, Jeff, is Aiden is home. He was just late for about 3 or 4 hours and had us all worried where the heck he was.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, good thing you guys, you know, only went a few hours looking for him. It wasn't a all-night affair. And
yeah. Oof.
Didn't lose any sleep over it.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Strung out outdoors. I run on 4 or 5 hours of sleep anyway. Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes. And I go to bed early enough, and it's just like, you know, I go to bed at 10, but like sometimes 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. That's it. Can't sleep anymore. And I don't know why. I don't know why my mind works that way. It just clicks on and it don't shut off and go back to sleep.
Yeah, same here. Wake up and then all of a sudden you start thinking about stuff and you just, that's it. You're done.
Yep.
So Mike, he hangs the green light over the side of his boat. I guess that's a good way to attract the bait fish that attracts the fish you want to catch, right?
Yeah, exactly. We'll drop them down and you'll see the little teeny bait fish circling it and then a little bit larger. And then typically the predator fish will be just at the edges of the light, you know, there to snatch up the bait fish as they're going around.
Does it make a difference what color light you use?
I don't know if it really does, but all we've ever used is a green light. So I've never seen them sell anything but green or white for that, you know, for dropping in the water. And down on the coast, a lot of the canals, they'll have lights in the canal for people to fish over at night, and they're always green. So I'm not sure. I think green must have something to do with it.
I don't know why this just popped in my head, but when I was down in Louisiana crappie fishing, a lot of those docks there, they've got lights, and I'm assuming that they fish probably at night that way. But they've also got these reels that are attached to the dock that they catch a fish, it sets it off, and it brings the fish up. It's like
yo-yo.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, yo-yo rules. They're not legal in most places here in Texas, but there's a lot of places in the South where you can use them.
Mountain Bushcrafters Alliance. Cheers, brother. Appreciate you.
Cheers, Mountain Bushcrafters.
Wanda, Louisiana style. Hello. Thank you so much. Mike shared us out.
Thank you, Mike.
Stopping by.
So do you have those yo-yos in Texas too? I mean, the fishing thing, not the people yo-yos?
They're not legal here in Texas.
Okay.
I've actually got a video with yo-yos.
You do?
Catfishing with yo-yos. It's probably like one of my first 20 videos.
Oh, wow.
So we're going to have to go into Grant's archives to see the video now.
Yeah.
They are pretty neat. They are pretty neat.
Are they legal where you're at, Grant?
Yeah. Yes. Okay. If you're going to leave them, you have to label them, you know, name, address, and phone number. But yeah, if you're going to be there with them, it's perfectly legal.
I'll be darned.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I've seen, I don't know if anybody watches Jay and Cole. They're a couple down south somewhere, and they live on water, and they do a lot of fishing. lot of other critter stuff, but I watched them do it, fishing with those.
Wanda, John and Steve's links are both in the description. And we usually have Stanley with us on Monday nights. He is busy tonight, which I guess next week we'll be at Stanley's unless Steve thinks he'll be off working time.
Pretty
Not
sure
yet.
we'll be at Stanley's.
Yeah.
All right.
Here real quick. Do.
Make sure I did get that in the description. Yep, they're in there.
They're in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody write everybody's stuff down and go check each other's channels out. Not just us, the people in the chat too.
Yeah, I don't know that I've seen Wanda before. I'm gonna have to check her out. Thanks for sharing it out, Mike.
Oh, John's busy dropping links.
Dropping them like hotcakes.
Man, some people multitask.
Trying to make up for usually, Grant's over here killing it, but he's busy hosting tonight, so I'm trying to get in there. I seen Janet's in there helping out on the chat.
She got a phone call, so she's gone.
And I'm computer challenged, so I can't do it.
Well, we understand that.
Yep. Yeah. Us old people,
Right?
Dallas County Scratchers, good to see you. Yeah, we're gonna try to get fishing in this week.
Where are you going, Grant?
It'll be somewhere local. I need to get with Doug Wynn and try to get over there. I've seen some of his pictures on his page there on Facebook. Look like they've been catching some crappie and bluegill.
Nice.
We're in the same boat, hauling ash outdoors. I know. Oh. So, you're only like an hour away from Doug, Grant?
Yeah, 45 minutes to an hour.
And have you got a hold of him to go down there, or you haven't?
I
got a
have
hold
it.
of him?
I
Okay,
have.
I see.
I need to
Looks like he's booked up a lot. He's busy. Does a good job.
Yeah, they look like they've been catching some here recently.
Nice big crappie. Kid that I shouldn't say kid, although everybody's younger than me. My best friend's son was crappie fishing south of here on a lake that we went ice fishing on last winter. And he got a nice big 15-inch crappie and a bunch of others like 14, 13 and a half, just some nice big slabs. And I've taken him out walleye fishing, but he hasn't offered to take me out where them big crappie are. Dang kid. He wants all them 15 inches for his wall. He doesn't want the old man to come down there and get one.
Yeah, you might need to rib him a little bit. Get your invite.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not right.
Not at all.
Yeah, that's a nice crappie, 15-inch crappie.
Oh yeah, that's a really good crappie.
Oh,
Yank your crank. I have not caught any white bass this year. I have not. I need to get back up there to that Carlisle Spillway close to Nick. Catch some more. Really the only place I've caught any.
Yeah, we catch them here. It's you can find them in the main lakes, if you work for it. But spawn time in the winter here, December through March, basically, they're running the rivers, and that's the easiest way to find them. Or just before that, they'll start staging up, in the main lake towards the river on the points. some of the coves. And if you get in there and find them, you can tear them up. I think 2018 or 2019, me and Joel got into a mess of them on choke and got to tear them up. Hey, there he is.
Tim?
Dude, I'm sorry about that, man. It's been a day. I don't even, as you can see, I don't even have like a setup going here. I'm just like holding on to my phone on this one.
Mike says his son caught a 17-inch crappie. I can't even imagine how big that would be. That's a slab, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris. That's a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Randall, I'm waiting on the water to warm up a bit and get the carp active for some good bow fishing. That'd be fun, except I don't bow hunt, but I do bow shoot.
Oh, I wanted to try some bow fishing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never done any bow fishing, but I need to find somebody that'll take me bow fishing.
So how was your day, Stanley?
It's been long, and it just
Upside
keeps on
down?
getting longer. Am I upside down now?
No, you're good now.
Okay. I'm like, I hopped on here, and then I immediately, like, I'm still setting up everything. So this is normally what happens all behind the scenes
Right.
before the show.
Right.
And the thing doesn't work. So yeah, I've been in meetings since like noon. And I was on a meeting, a 6 o'clock meeting. That's why I was so late on this one. And then that meeting got canceled because another meeting popped up. So there.
You're
Cheers,
busy.
gentlemen. It is a pleasure to be here with you.
So
All right,
we
I'm good to go. My day just got so much better.
went over the typical, so what you do this last weekend and yada, yada, yada. So it's your turn.
I didn't get any fishing done. I'm going to say that, like, the weather's just been pitiful down here. However, I'm hoping to get a day done this week. I'm hoping to get out and to do something. I want to catch something. I need some fish on in the freezer, on the grill, something.
Yeah.
I got to catch something. That's my goal for the week.
Yeah. Understand that.
You guys are talking about white bass. Is that going to be the same white bass that we have up here?
Yep.
You know,
It is.
John, same one?
Yep.
Okay. The guy that I went fishing with last Thursday caught a 16 and a half inch one. It's got to be 14, I think, for master angler up here.
Nice.
And usually that's a fish we just throw in, just like the freshwater drum, throw it back.
Yeah.
But I said, why don't we get a measurement of that? You know, at least get a master angler. So, I mean, it's cool to get, you know, master angler every species if you can, you know.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Any Mother's Day stories from the group audience? Mrs. and I were low key, but the kids did call her.
Yeah,
Mother's Day.
it was peaceful here. We had my youngest daughter, grown, of course, came over for Mother's Day, surprised her mom with a gift, and we did some surf and turf. We had some crab legs and some steak, and so we had fired up the grill and just kind of chilled, watched some movies and hung out and made a day of just relaxing, basically.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Well, Chris got on the grill and he grilled us chicken, brats, hot dogs, and the night before he made steaks. So it was a good weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Ate well.
He threw down.
Chris is a good cook. Always said he'd make somebody a good wife someday.
That is a direct reflection of your parenting.
Right?
No, it's not. No, it's not. He took this up all on his own.
He's not even here to defend himself.
He's in the other room. He's ignoring me.
Why is he not in here hanging out with us?
Yeah. He'd be sitting beside you telling us stories about you.
Right.
Oh. Yeah, Mike says we eat them white bass here. You know, always threw them back. It's kind of like this freshwater drum that the guy up here was talking about. but we always threw those white bass back, just trash fish, I thought. And one of the guys that goes down to Louisiana with me says, you ought to really try them one time instead of, pushing your nose up at them. All right, I'll try them. And so I filleted them, and the trick is to take all that like red meat off. After you get them filleted and you shucked out of the skin, just take your knife and get that red meat off. And I'm telling you, we had walleye and we had white bass, and one was as good as the other. So white bass is 16 for Master Angler in Michigan. I got his was 16 and a half, Jeff. But yeah, you're right. They are 16. They're running bigger than I remember in the past. So, yeah. So, anyways, now it's like I'm not going to throw those back. I'll keep some of them. They're good to eat.
Yeah, they are good to eat. Yes, they are. Hoping I'm eating some good saltwater fish next week when I'm down in Florida with Wayne. Man, I can't wait to get down there.
I have 1 day in the forecast of the foreseeable future. 1 day of 2-foot surf and 10-mile-an-hour winds.
Ooh,
that's what I have to look forward to. And you are hanging out with Wayne in Florida.
Still got to hope we get good weather. That's what we were talking about today. We're praying for good weather, but yeah, hopefully in 2 days we can make something happen.
Yeah, you guys are going to be good on that. You'll get something.
Super excited.
Justin Randall asks the question, what do you do to get a master angler? What's the process? Well, here, Justin, you got to take at least one picture of the fish. And then what I do is I just submit it. You catch that master angler walleye, send me the pictures, and I'll send it in for you. It's a pretty easy process. The state of Michigan makes it real simple. It's kind of like fill in the blank, just with like one picture that show. I always do two. I show the picture of the fish, and then I show the length of it on the bump board or the measuring tape. And you send that in, and they'll send you back a patch, and they also tell you, I believe, how well you did within that year in the state of Michigan.
That's nice.
I've gotten the patch, but I can't say. I'm guessing that I probably didn't get in the high enough category for them to put it in a book or anything like that. I'm guessing. Yeah, Jeff says it right there. Picture of the fish on a measuring tape and details of the catch turned in online. It's real simple, Justin. Just send me the stuff. I'll do it for you.
Man, we did the elite angler stuff down here in Texas. Was a part of what was supposed to be a bigger part of our whole season last year. And I'll be open and honest about it. I actually got everything that I needed for that elite angler. And I thought, good. Part of the reason that I've had such a hard time doing videos recently is because I was like, okay, I've got everything I need for the elite angler. We're good to go. I emailed T-Paw. I had everything all set up. And those guys are so backlogged because everybody's working from home. They don't have anybody in the office. They do not care about issuing out those awards. They've got bigger fish to fry right now. So I haven't even heard a word back from them. And that was one of the reasons of the delay from, the videos have been put out. I've been waiting to put out that last video for the elite angler. It doesn't look like that's going to happen anytime soon. So I'm moving on from that project, but it's been unfortunate because I finally got that.
I think you should harass them a little bit more. Yeah,
I
I'm
need
still
to. I
too
need to
away
get
from
back
my
on
saltwater.
You have your freshwater?
No.
Stanley,
Honestly, freshwater I think is more difficult than saltwater.
I do too.
Stanley, that elite angler, is that the category where you get five fish of any species, or am I thinking of something totally different? That is.
It's 5 fish, and they take the top 20 fish that you typically catch, and they give you the high end of their limits and tell you, like on a fish, if the limit is the size limit is 36 inches, you catch a 32, and that's one of your elite anglers. You got to catch 5 of them.
Yeah, so you got a list of the fish and the size to qualify as a big fish for that species, and then you get 5 of those big fish, and it will equal elite angler.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the what's that one? The 4 in hunting, the Grand Slam of hunting. You got the 4 different species of whatever you enter them in, and you get something back called Grand Slam,
Yeah.
Great American Grand Slam, or something like that.
Okay.
Dude, Ben, you bring up a heck of a point. That was my intention, was to make that video. I kind of failed at how I filmed it because I wasn't sitting there and measuring my fish on the spot. I kind of measured the carcasses after I was done filleting them. But I can make that video. I've got that.
Yeah, it would be kind of cool. That's a good suggestion.
I kind of feel like what was holding me back is I kind of feel like it doesn't really feel, it feels like I'm missing something, or if I'm being dishonest or not genuine, if I'm not showing you like in the video, like, hey, I here's the certificate, here's the thing that I actually got. If I'm just showing you the fish and I'm like, you know, I met the requirements, they didn't give it to me, but
yeah,
it feels like a different video is why I've been holding back on that.
I understand. That's cool, Jeff. I'll look into it. I've been down there a couple times, but well, the last time I was down there, I'm sure I didn't catch anything that qualified, except for maybe that nurse shark. So, but I'll look into that, Jeff. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, I've never tried to look up any of the master angler stuff here. Not sure.
Some of them aren't too bad. I mean, the catching catch a 14-inch crappie, 14-inch yellow perch might be a little bit more tougher, a 10-inch bluegill, but some of them are really easy, like the white bass. You're always catching them damn things, and then the freshwater drums, always catching those of good sizes. Trying to get that walleye and that crappie is like my holy grail that I have been so close, but never quite got there. Just keep at it someday.
What is the size requirement for walleye?
Walleye has to be 29 inches. Crappie has to be 14. Been close. No cigar.
That's a big damn crappie.
That's a big walleye.
It is a big walleye.
Man. Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm kind of curious now what the freshwater requirements are in Texas. I wasn't even considering them, but now I'm kind of like, curious.
The catfish are pretty big because I had 28-inch flathead, didn't qualify. 28-inch blue did not qualify. So, but a lot of people who do the freshwater will go after the different the bluegill, the red ear, and all those small panfish, and that's how they usually seem to qualify. It's not as often the largemouth bass, the smallmouth bass, the striper, and those. Just depends on where you're at. If you're in North Texas, around Tawakoni and some of those lakes up there, it'd be much easier to get some of those numbers than it is in freshwater fishing in South Texas. We just don't have the lakes that they have up there.
I think here in Michigan, largemouth bass is 22 inches, and I think it's the same for smallmouth bass for master angler. I'm not a bass fisherman per se, so I really don't know, but Justin Randall, we weighed in a 29-inch eye at Bulls Harbor in the tournament. I think it was 8.5 pounds. Yeah, if you just get a picture of that next time, Justin, you catch a 29-incher and you got a master angler. It has to be 29. Anything bigger, of course, is better, but it needs to be 29 minimum.
Mike says they're catching limits of 14 to 15-inch crappie. God.
Oh, man.
Nice.
Where are you at, Mike? What state?
And what we need an idea of the peninsula, like if you've got GPS coordinates.
We need your exact waypoint.
Mike's in central Missouri, so he might not be that
we're all
far.
headed to Missouri.
That's a good possibility there.
Yeah.
Man, that's some nice crappie.
What are you doing this weekend, Mike?
When is
Grant's
the fishing giveaway?
Yeah.
Grant's got some plastics he wants to try out.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I drove to Missouri for April the 1st for that trout opener and was the only one out of 2,000 people that didn't catch a trout. So,
yeah, he's probably better going down there for crappie.
better chance.
He says he's going to be fishing.
But I mean, we need more specifics than that.
Grant wants to know what boat ramp and what time you're going to be there.
He'll follow you out.
How much gas and how much tackle needs to be brought?
All right.
One rod or two?
Oh, it's definitely a 2-rod.
Yeah. Just finished turkey season yesterday. So was that your spring turkey hunt?
Yeah, I think ours did this past weekend as well.
I just haven't. I wanted to, but I haven't done any turkey hunting. So I don't even know when the spring season is here. Turkey fishing.
How many fishing rods can you have out at a time there, Grant, where you're at?
Most places the state place is only 2.
Okay. What about you guys in Texas?
Depends on the body of water. Some lakes, like the small lakes around here, will have rules 2 if you're on shore. If you're on a boat, they don't really regulate it. Then down at the shore, some of the piers will tell you how many you're supposed to have. But for the most part, if you're out on a boat or in fishing the beach, you can have as many as you want.
Yeah, we're allowed 3 here.
Texas rule overall is no more than 100 hooks per person in the water. So you could have jug lines out, you could have limb lines out, you could have trot lines and rod and reel. As long as you don't exceed 100 hooks, you're good to go.
I think it's even more detailed than that. I think if you have a trot line, you can have 100 hooks. But as I recall, on a spinning rod, you're only allowed to have like 2. But I may be wrong on that. I might be wrong.
Yeah, I've never seen that. You'd be in trouble if you use a sabiki rig, then, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Well, hey, you got me on that. I can't argue. Sabiki rig is a good argument on that.
Yeah.
Bucktail Outdoors got his first turkey this weekend. Congratulations, Don.
Congrats.
Sure.
Toast.
Awesome.
That's cool.
I haven't shot a turkey in years. I've got them here on my farm all over the place, and I ask everybody else, you want to come turkey hunting? In fact, last week, Brad Atwood told him, come on down. You're welcome to hunt here. We don't hunt turkeys. Probably could shoot them right. What? My mic again?
No, I want to hunt turkeys on your property.
Well, come on up.
Well,
Come on up.
it's a long haul, but I'll be there before too long.
Say it'd probably be cheaper getting a resident tag than a non-resident.
What's a tag? Just go out on my farm and shoot the damn thing.
He's told me to.
That's how we are with alligators down here. Don't ask, don't tell.
Yep. Go by the 3S. Shoot, shovel, and shut up.
You got a farm. Some of these guys, their livelihoods are based on those cattle, and you lose one head of cattle as a result of an alligator in your pond or your creek. That's going to cost you $1,000, if not more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to get that thing off them. They have special laws to allow them to do that too.
We used to have about 10 or 15 acres every year that would be destroyed by Canadian geese, either beans or barley or both, at least 15 acres every year. And the DNR finally, you complain enough, and finally they gave us some cannons, which were propane, and 20-pound propane tank, and every minute and a half it went boom, boom. Well, after a while, those geese get used to it. Then they gave us these. We used them a 12-gauge shotgun shell that was nothing more than a firecracker that you shoot. It went out and boom, up in the air. Well, my dad, he kept the 12-gauge shotgun and some of those firecracker shells in his combine, and he was out combining barley, and a bunch of them damn geese were landing in the field, and he took his shotgun. He didn't aim it up in the air. He aimed it right at the geese, let it go, and he started the barley field on fire. We took the shotgun out of the combine cab. We didn't let him play with it anymore.
That's funny.
What I kind of hear on that is on the other side of the coin. I hear like if you get yourself an alligator like that, if you got an alligator and you could kind of pass the buck, it's like, oh, I burnt the field down with this, this thing we were allowed to use. It's kind of it's kind of your fault, not mine.
Have a good night, Ben. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you, brother.
Take care, Ben. What's up, Scrapping Irish? Use a minigun.
See some new names popping in the chat tonight. That's good. Glad to see y'all in here.
Yeah. Yep. Appreciate it. Don't forget to give them a like.
Yeah, hit that thumbs up. So, yeah, we were discussing earlier before you got here, Stanley. Next week we'll be at your place, right?
Yes, sir.
Yep. So if you don't have everybody else on panel, we got John, Stanley, and Steve. Their links are in the description. What's up, Bait the Hook? Good to see you.
What's up, man?
Yep. See, so that means my next time will be the Monday after I get back from Florida.
Or you could do one in Florida off of Wayne's boat.
Are you going to be here next Monday in Florida? Are you going to be streaming, or are you like undecided on that?
No, I'm not going to Florida until Wednesday, and I'll be back Saturday. So,
okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to live stream from the boat. I'll be too busy filming and catching giant fish, Steve. Yeah, exactly.
All right.
I think this is for fun. Next on Monday, I think I'll do the live stream from the beach.
There you go. You should.
We have not done that enough in the last year.
No.
Like nobody has been doing that. That is a judgment on everybody here. None of us have been live streaming from the beach or the creek or the pond or anything like we should have been.
No.
At least from time to time.
Yep.
And that's one thing that I said when I hit 1,000 subscribers. When I hit that 1,000 subscribers, I was gonna do a live stream. Well, like out on the boat. Well, then it's like, dummy, you got to have service that far, 7 miles out in Lake Erie, and that don't work.
That's true.
Well, same issue down here. You got to pick the section of beach that you're going to go to if you're going to live stream. You can't go to all the beaches, but I mean, that's what I got into in the first place, was watching Thresher and watching J&C No Limit TV doing their live streams while out fishing.
Yeah. Mike Humphrey, have a good night. Have fun with them hounds. Appreciate that share. I do appreciate it. Have a good night.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, I think I might have did live when I was in Florida in February. When I was there, I did a live. And then when I was in Michigan the year before last, or was it last year, Steve, when we were up there?
We did one. First time I was ever on a live was with you.
That's right. We're sitting out on the picnic table having some drinks and doing a live. Yep. So, yeah, those are good to do, on-location lives.
Our first one was an attempt at that. It failed miserably.
Grant used to do them from the duck blind and all that. He used to enjoy the heck out of those.
Grant, did you have service out in the duck blind to do those, or did you have some other, like a hotspot on your phone, or what?
No, I had service. Yeah, we have service out in the country because most of it's not far from the interstate. So,
okay,
it's not like we're miles out of offshore or something.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, I've always enjoyed those. That's like Stanley was saying earlier. Watching the live streams, people fishing and hunting or whatever, Jag and some of the others. I was like, man.
Colorado Fisher, you put out some good ones.
Yep. Absolutely. So, Steve, when you going fishing again?
Well, you seen the thing in the side chat there a little bit ago. Justin Randall told me that I need to come down this weekend and fish with him in the Detroit Walleye Federation tournament. So, Chris, we might be going Saturday fishing with Justin. He gives me the thumbs up. He won't come join me, but he'll give me the thumbs up. That'd be cool. I don't know if Justin's still in here or not, but that would be cool. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, then that will be probably the only day that I'll go fishing will be Saturday. Unless somebody calls me midweek and says, let's go like they did the last time.
Somebody call Steve to go fishing this week.
Yeah,
right.
Bucktails, we had a decent waterfowl season. We had one good day where they migrated the night before, but yeah, we really just didn't have a winter till after season was over with, and then they migrated.
It's crazy.
Stanley, did my son get a hold of you about going hunting down in Texas?
We had a chat. He was asking about a particular ranch that
Okay.
I believe it was one of the ranches that Blue Gabe was at or something like that. And nobody's got names on their ranches. Like everything down here is ranch land. If you look at it on Google Maps, it's all ranch land. But nobody's got the name on there. So the ranch he was asking about could literally be like right next door to me, and I wouldn't even know.
I see.
I don't know one ranch from another.
He contacted me too. The one he was asking me about is about 6 hours, maybe 5 hours north of me. So it's up kind of west and a little bit south of the Dallas area. Looked like a good deal they had, but I put out fillers on Facebook, and everybody I talked to, nobody had ever dealt with them, so I just didn't have any real input for them.
Yeah, he wants to do
I
that.
think my suggestion on that was I've got a no guy place that I'm looking at, and I handed off my no guy information to him.
I see.
So now we're best friends.
He said Ava's bugging him to shoot a hog, huh?
Yeah.
That's
I was like, oh man, that conversation. Welcome to the last 20 years of my life.
That's cool.
I think Ava wants to hunt a ram. I think that's what he was going. And I don't know if that's something in the next year or two. If that's her graduation present, 10 years from now or 8 years from now?
Yeah.
Next year, Chris. Yeah, he wants to do it next year.
I was saying he was going to hunt the ram and she was going to hunt a hog.
Okay.
Yeah, hogs came up in our conversation.
Yeah, I think
And they had those combo hunts at that one ranch. I guess that's why he was looking at it. I mean, it looked nice. You look at their website and the information, the lodge and all that looked great. So
Justin Randall says awesome, and I'm guessing that's about the fishing tournament on Saturday. Justin, I'll get a hold of you when I know. I guess I need to get the details from you, and then we'll just kind of watch weather and see. Like I said, if my social director already has plans for me, I need to run it past her first.
do they
But
count
we'll talk.
drum?
If Pete Pappas was on here, he would tell you that that's not even allowed in his boat.
Right. Exactly. Uh-oh. Holt Lawn Care.
Oh, I like the looks of that hat there.
bait the hook asked the show.
Oh, I see.
Nice. Well, we're showing off.
Look at that.
New hat.
Got me a new one.
Ah,
That
too
came
buddy.
in the mail.
And then we got
Obviously.
old Mercury over there.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with Mercury. Well, there's
He's
something
like, I
wrong
didn't
with
leave my head.
I'd take my hat off, but it's all white underneath, so I just leave it on.
mine.
Oh,
Your
quit
chin's
crying.
right.
Same here. I'm 40 years old, and I'm going to get that.
Are you 40, Stanley?
Yes, sir.
I guess I thought you were a little older than that.
I appreciate that. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, I'm 35 and look at all this gray.
Yeah,
Justin?
mine's red, so I got that still.
Oh, Justin, I'll look at that. I haven't really had time to look at anything today. I'm just so doggone busy, but I'll go in and look at that group chat thing, Justin, and see what he posted.
Monica.
And hello, Monica, the Monica the Moniarts. Hello.
What's up, Monica?
How you doing? So we're starting to wind down, aren't we?
Yep.
Get there.
I'm out of things to talk about, didn't we?
I think everybody's tired. It was a Monday.
It was a full-on Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That it was.
If you ever get the choice of doing drywall yourself or paying someone else to do it, pay them.
Really, I don't mind drywall, but man, I'm working on a new box for my water heater so that I can remodel my laundry room and finish the plumbing in the entire house from the freeze.
Nice.
Drywall doesn't seem that scary to me.
It's not scary. It's just a pain in the ass and messy.
Yeah.
Messy, yeah.
Dust.
There's an art to it, to being a good finisher. I've never picked up that art. I always put it on and sand a lot of it off. I used to have a guy, in fact, he was a classmate of mine. He became a drywaller. And what he would do after I built the house, had it framed, and he would come in and drywall, he would put down tar paper in all the rooms before he started. And that way, when he was done and everything, the sanding and everything was done, he would just roll up that tar paper, and I had a nice floor like I had built. There wasn't any drywall chunks. There wasn't any standing dust or anything. It was really nice.
Huh.
Well, shit, I'm putting that all over my house right now. Not even remodeling, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Boom, Farmall.
Hey, Farmall.
Farmall with the pin bomb. Appreciate you, Farmall. Jimmy C.
Bam.
What's up?
Jimmy C.
Close to the end.
Yeah, remodeling.
You're right, Jimmy.
I like the mud.
It's the mudding and the sanding and the mudding. We're going to do textured paint in that bathroom just to hide my drywall skills.
Texture is a good thing sometimes.
Sandy, who sands wallpaper? What are y'all talking about?
The mud.
Andrew, howdy.
When you tape it, the mud.
No, you don't sand that. What do you sand mud? You scrape it. You do a lay down. It's 2020 now. Orange peel.
Yeah. Orange peel.
Oh.
It's absolutely what we're going to do. After I put down mud another time, sand another time, then put down mud again and sand again, then we'll be done.
Ouch. Yeah.
And then comes the tile.
Tile is a different ballgame. Like floors, I'm 6'3". I can handle up here just fine. But anything below my knees, I don't want to have anything to do with.
Exactly. My back and hips and knees can't take it, but we got a bathroom floor to do. So Audrey says she'll get down there and do the tiling, so I'm all in.
I did all that all the way down. I did that stuff in the kitchen. Screw that. Never doing it again.
I agree.
You can tell Justin Randall is a contractor. I've heard this so many times. Do your best and caulk the rest.
Caulk magic.
I just learned about
a million times.
I just learned about stretch caulk. So it's been suggested to use that on my joint with the drywall and the ceiling because the ceiling is textured. So I'd have to knock all that down to tape it. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Just do wood paneling.
Wallpaper.
You seen the house in Michigan. That's all that is. It's not even panel. It's real wood. The whole house is wood just about.
That's some cool stuff. That old paneling, it's got what they call the patina, whatever it's called.
Yeah, patina.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, looks cool. It's aged nicely.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Aged like I did, nicely.
Like a fine tequila.
Let's say Monica, it was caulk. Caulk. They were talking about caulk.
Yeah. With the LK at the end.
Caulk.
I don't even know. I don't know where to go with that joke.
Crown molding. There you go, Jimmy.
Yeah, lots of like 3 feet of crown molding, and you're good.
I'm already doing a 4-inch baseboard in this room.
Yeah, that's what I got on mine.
Yep.
I don't know if you can see it or not, but yeah, I got a massive baseboard over there.
Yep, absolutely.
When we had our flood down in the basement last year or the year before, it came up on the walls about 7 inches, and I had to cut all that drywall out. So I really didn't feel like Stanley said a little bit ago about getting down on your hands and knees and making that tape joint at 7 inches above the floor. So I went and got some 8-inch baseboard and covered it all. Enough. Finish anything.
I want to do an entire episode on just talking about these remodels. I find this hilarious. I find this comical. You know, what you found behind your mirror, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
That's
crazy.
a fun conversation.
I took some drywall off a kitchen one time we were remodeling, and there was a bee's nest between the studs behind the drywall. I don't know how they got in, but it was a bee's nest, the width of the studs.
Was it active?
It was back in the, you know, the 1700s.
Wow.
When I was in high school, my brother was upstairs above my parents' room, and he had a gerbil as a pet in an aquarium, Peter Orchard Studios, and he lost it one day, and at the same time when he lost this gerbil, there was this sound that was coming from my parents' rooms when we first got the house. But when we first got it, there's a sound, the scratching sound in my parents' room for weeks on end. So 30 years later, we got to remodel my parents, the ensuite, the master bedroom. We got to remodel that. We pull off all the sheetrock, and there's this little skeleton in the side of the wall, and the sheetrock was all stretched away from the inside. There was one tiny little peephole. He got through just enough to be able to see through the wall. It's not that funny, but at the same time, it's like, oh my God.
Yeah,
like,
it's crazy.
It took us 20 years to put all the events together.
Grant, reel us in, Grant. Reel us in.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
The hour is up. Next week, we're over at Stanley's. Everybody's going to try to catch a fish this week. We hope you do as well. Till next week, have a great one.
Peace out, folks.
Pleasure,
Enjoy
guys.
your evening and have a great week.
See if I can send us out. Have a good one.